back to another episode of Hey Business Buds with me, Feetri, your host for today's episode. And today we have my business buddies, AJ, Eleanor, Liana, Rani, and Manisha. We are accompanied by two adorable babies, Luna and
Special
Honey
guest.
was here, special guest.
Yeah.
We're gathered at my place for her visiting, but someone decided to do a podcast.
I don't know.
I don't know.
All right, okay. Today's episode, the title is The Forgotten Cost of Entrepreneurship. Such a heavy topic that I choose for myself, huh? Challenging, you know. All right. So, I let me just share a story lah. So, best way to start. That's something. Okay. So, I think I overlook personally, like in my opinion, I think I overlook the cost that I need to start my business. I think I bought into the idea of you can start a business for free online, Wi-Fi, use whatever you have. But in actual fact, when you start a business, when you gather clients and all of that, you suddenly realize that you need to improve, you need to upgrade. That's when the website are coming in, subscriptions of the design comes in, and all of that. And these are all hidden costs that sometimes we overlook, sometimes we thought that we don't need to. It's because it's little expenses, so we don't see it as a huge expenses. So it's something hidden, something that we forgot about it, and actually, yeah, starting a business requires some form of cost. There's a price to it. And we're only talking about financial. What about the researching, the mental load of confidence, courage? All of that is another type of
Hidden
costs. Another type of cost, but maybe we'll talk about the financial part first. So maybe I can share also that when they all were gathering in my house right today, so Elena was sharing my address map, Google Map, and I saw my second hidden business on the map. I realized that, did I put my personal zip code for that particular business on the map? I don't want people to know. And I said, hey, I don't know, I that was a mistake, and I remember that clearly. Rennie and AJ have been telling me especially to try get a virtual office of some sort, an address. Don't put your private personal home. Although you work from home, there's such thing called a virtual office, virtual address. And I already know the benefits of it. I already know that when you have a virtual office, people know that you're legit. It's a way for an awareness when people browse through Google Maps. Everyone's on Google Maps, right? So I already know that, okay, I need to, this is another hidden cost that I didn't pay any attention with. So that's but don't not to worry lah. I'm really like looking out the me anymore. I'm reading my PPF. So yeah, that was something that I did not thought of it, because I'm working from home. Why do I need a virtual office? But I think when you understood the benefits of having a virtual office, then you'll know why lah. So I want to ask my business buddies, what kind of hidden costs that you know over the years when you in no longer starting the business but already maintaining it, but what were some hidden costs that you just found out that you need to spend
on.
work on, think on?
I think it's the same. Like I had the same mentality as how Feetri started. It's the same for me when I started. Similar with the address system. You're not alone. This girl pointed out, hey.
I googled the name and change.
Okay. But it has changed too. But anyway, yeah. Hidden costs. What was my first subscription? What's everybody's first subscription?
Microsoft Office.
Google
Google Suite. Google Suite.
yeah, the suite.
I think for me is website. Using Squarespace. Yeah, and yeah, what are the hidden costs?
Electricity.
Electricity, yeah, true, true. Especially if you work from home.
Yeah.
Not to think of it is a privilege, ya Allah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So what about the rest? Bella, boleh sampai
What about
anything?
Lena? Do you have
Hidden cost. I think for me, hidden cost uh, will be more the mental load of more of that more of that kind of thing.
intangible. Okay,
Yeah.
okay.
Like let's say for example, okay, I don't know, is this relevant? So let's say for example, I want to do okay. When I've always known like, oh, let's say you just teach, right? Teaching is the best way, for you not to have like come up with capital and all that. They always say that, right? But then you realize like, oh no, you have to market.
Yeah.
You have to the marketing part is the what we're like, that's the hard part. Like I feel like, like doing the whole thing, like teaching and all is always like easy. Like it's always the easier one, right? But like the marketing part is the tough one. And if let's say you can learn as much as you want to, you can, but then sometimes you just don't have the time to do it. So I guess that's the hidden cost, I feel, for me. How about Anisha?
Mm, I think when I first started, I didn't think about a lot of costs, like, my phone bill, my electricity, all the utilities. I was like, oh, I'm just paying what? So now that I'm my own business, like it didn't come as I never thought like, I have to pay for all this to run a basic business for my clients to message me or something like that. Then I realized one of the costs that I really didn't think about was taxes. Yeah, because I was like, alamak, after the first year, I'm like, oh no, I have to pay taxes. Didn't account for it immediately. But so far, no significant hidden costs. I agree with the how do I say this? Like, as with time from just subscribing to Microsoft Office when I first started, to now needing Google Suite, to now needing possibly thinking about Canva Pro. So I guess the hidden would be we forget that we have to invest back into our business. We
Minimum, yeah.
forget that we need to upgrade. Those things sometimes I forget to factor in when I'm costing for my clients and all that. So yeah, I think that's about it lah for me.
We have busy two kids here. Like, yeah, now
They want to join in the
costs. I was thinking of like another forgotten cost would be extra hours. Like sometimes you think that working with yourself you can be flexible with your time, but some days you have to work extra hours to get to where you want to be. So I think those are like unforeseen costs you need to invest on, if that makes sense.
Yeah. I think having said that, like I think the one of the hidden costs is how we say there's a popular saying lah among business owners is that you quit wow you like I quit my 9 to 5 job only to work 24/7. So I guess that is a cost because that mental load as well lah. Like you will never stop thinking about work. Unlike like our friends who are employed. They can just switch off during holidays, during weekends. So yeah, I guess that's one of the costs that I feel lah.
That's true.
Unique?
I think for me, no matter whether you just started or you have been long for business, paying yourself is very important. And this is something where a lot of freelancers or solopreneurs forget to pay. Even if it's just like, $10 a month. Pay yourself, because that's kind of like give you the motivation that, hey, you have done some work, especially if you just started. Maybe some of the profits you might want to roll it back to your business, but you want to invest back to yourself because you started the business and you did the work. And being a videographer, I think there's quite a bit of hidden costs. When I first started, I forgotten that before even recording the videos, I need to do pre-production
Yep.
So meeting with clients, that's also one hidden cost. Going
Yep.
to meet the client, taxi,
Yes.
you know, grab fares and everything is all. Buying coffees also is part of the hidden
Yep.
cost. You know, all these nitty-gritty things when you meet clients, especially the pre-production part. It's something it's something where sometimes we all forget because it looks like it's part of you, but it's not. It's actually part of your business. So these are some of the what's the title of this podcast again?
Hidden costs.
Yeah, these are all the forgotten costs of entrepreneurship. AJ, you want to
Yes. Okay. I'll just add on again, my girl. Okay. So I think just to add just to hop on Rini's point about paying yourself. I think aside from paying yourself, right, you also need to remember to take care of yourself. Okay. So for me, it's all
advocacy.
Yeah, advocate. Yep.
advocate
Always.
about self-care. So you have to pay yourself. That is for your business to run. But you also need to buy something that makes you happy. You know, it could be a cup of bubble tea, or it could be like an ice cream or a cookie. You know, as long as it makes you happy, I think mental health is also I mean it's talked about. And running a business and managing your life and everything, you really have to take good care of yourself.
Yeah,
That's about it. I become thinking become a neighbor.
Oprah. I think also another point is to, because when you are working with a company, you have like different departments taking care of different things, right? But when you are running a business on your own, you are the company and you are the different departments. So I think having to have a dedicated money for different things will be good, especially like for example, you might want to have a stash that is only focusing on medical, let's say if you fall sick or whatever.
Yeah.
So that can actually go under the medical part. You have a stash that goes into self-care, let's say. So all these different stash of costs that a lot of business owners forgot because they are so focused on just running the business on its own.
Because as freelancers or entrepreneurs, no one's paying our insurance.
Yeah.
We don't have. So that's another thing that we have to think about outsourcing if we don't want to do the work. Because like you see, I mean, when I was getting married, a lot of things I was too busy with my wedding planning and didn't think about possibility of outsourcing some of my work. So that is also another cost that I could have incurred if I didn't plan things better. So all these small things because circumstances are different.
These are the small things that we all overlooked, and I wish I had this conversation 2 years ago. So I wish someone would have told me all these hidden costs and the whole reason why we freelancers we resist on setting a better price for ourselves. I really wish I had this conversation 2 years ago. A lot of hidden costs and a lot of things why we have to price ourselves
Better.
better. Yeah, better. So um a lot, huh? To me, a lot. Wow. But okay, you want more questions or
Okay, we can have
Sure.
one more question? Okay. On top of what we've discussed about the hidden costs of our business, now that I think now that we're in our business and we know about the hidden costs, we know we need to price ourselves better. How did we? Is it bounce back? How did we manage that? What I did was that I know what I did was you guys recommended me to see some coaches and I did. It was a risk. It's definitely a risk. So but when we talk to people who are way longer in business with a lot of experience, they share when we ask better questions, they tend to overshare stuff that we overlooked, and that was something that it interests me. Like, for someone who's always reading up on Google, I try to meet with other people, other people with experience, and I'm willing to learn, willing to open up, to listen to their point of views, because business change over time, and we want to know what their old views and their current views and stuff like that. So that was something I had for myself, and there was also the moment that I realized that I need to price myself better, because when the person asked me, the coach asked me, how much do you need to live on a daily basis, and that was a question that, wow, I only thought about pricing myself according to my services, but not really pricing, taking into consideration everything that all the intangible stuff that I'm putting it into my business, like the mental load, the number of hours, extra hours, electricity, the laptop. I need all of that as well for my business. So that was something I had done, and I'll continue to do. I'll try meet people to have these discussions. What about you guys?
I think for me, I think like what Fitri said, talking to other people helps a lot. I mean, knowing how like experienced business owners, what do they do, actually helps a lot. So, for me, how I manage it is also okay. If let's say you can't do it alone, that's where you can work with other people, right, to keep you accountable for it. Okay. So wait, shifting. Yeah, to keep you accountable for it lah. Working with other people, that's one. And I think okay, when it comes to like the first few years of the business, when you are building up the business, right? You don't have a lot of like portfolio, you don't have a lot of clients yet, right? And then that's when that's when you just accept whatever job that comes your way, right? Even though if it's low paying and all that, but you just take it on. Okay, but then the more experience you get, the more clients you have, then you realize that, oh, I actually have a lot of value to give. So that means I'm actually worth a lot more. So that's how I actually counter this lah. So like for the same thing that I charged like probably $50 last time. Now it's like 800 all the way, like it's just a huge jump lah. From there. That's what I think we did better lah. Over the years.
Okay.
What
Okay.
about Lino?
So like how I managed the hidden costs. Yeah, I think it was a good sight to see all the hidden costs in front of my face when it was all there lah. So I think what Liana mentioned was a very good point about knowing what kind of prices to set once you know like what the hidden costs are, and that's when you kind of know, okay, this is how much you need to charge your services so that you can counter whatever loss that you have. So over the years, I think you will build up or you rather build up the foundation to cover the hidden costs. Yeah. Yeah, that's from me. How about AJ or Manisha or Renee?
For me, one of the challenges that I recently faced was all these costs or hidden costs. I couldn't like I work all alone, so I was thinking like how do I okay, pricing is one thing, but how do I make up for potential downtime? Because one of the things that happens is there are moments where your clients, although if you have retainers, there are sometimes the other work just doesn't come in. So for me, it's focusing on like planning for potential downtime, making sure you understand the pattern of your business. Like when do you spend more? When are all your bills due? Those that you know, and then working towards either passive income or planning for other work during that downtime. So it's more of a pre-planning kind of thing for potential costs that you may have to incur later on. Yeah.
Yeah, I think I agree and totally relate with what Manisha said. It's very important to work backwards, I feel. And knowing how is the flow of your own business. Like I know some of you has like first quarter is a bit more busy, then second quarter is not, then third quarter is back up again. So how then you manage the second quarter? Are you going to like do more
effort during the first quarter by having more jobs or taking in more clients and stuff like that. So for me, I think when I manage, because for me it's almost every quarter is a bit busy in that sense.
good.
So how I manage this is by delegating. So I work with other people to help me with the projects that I have, because one person only have two hands. I cannot handle all the projects. So that's how I delegate my work. Other than that is making sure that every quarter I can hit the target that I want to hit lah, in that sense. Yeah. Feetri,
I think for me, in terms of like hidden costs, it's more of like tracking. Yeah, so tracking really helps. I mean, because I cover finance for PFA, so I also, make it a point to cover finance for my own business. And yeah, I just set aside like half an hour, 1 hour, keep track.
monthly, yeah.
Monthly, yes,
Track,
keep
yeah.
track monthly at the end of the month, the last
Yeah.
week, the last
Yeah.
week of the month.
Must remind everybody.
Yeah, so I guess with this tracking, it really helps me to identify the hidden costs, and then I'm also aware of all the subscription that I have.
Yeah.
So that when you see things, right? When you spend, when you when you see things, okay. So whatever you see, you will remember, and if you don't see it, it's like what's that face in what
What?
top of mind, top of
Oh,
Out of sight, out of mind.
outside of
yeah.
mind.
So
Yeah.
the inside that is in the mind. Okay, so
Must see and
yeah, you see, and then you will realize, oh, do I really need this subscription this month? Or like, my business has grown. Do I still need all these other extra stuff?
Yeah.
Then you realize, oh, I don't really need. Then you can unsubscribe them, and then you get to save, some of these hidden costs. Yeah, so that's for me.
Good one. Yeah.
Okay.
That's nice. When we all lay out our hidden costs, all of that, I feel that all those hidden costs are actually a part of our life, and we are building a business not to get rich, not to only have time or freedom, but we build a business to actually improve our lifestyle in a way, because there's so much things that we learn just by creating our business. That's something that I learned from this session right now. I think with that, so we'll end my topic here. How you guys said that?
Yeah, that's why got thumbs down suddenly. Yeah, there was a thumbs down in the
Oh,
Zoom.
Luna press, sorry.
Oh, hand gesture, but okay. So do we see Hari Raya or what? No, right?
I don't need, yeah, Hari Raya, this episode.
Look forward to the next episode of Hey Business Buds.
Alright. Bye guys.
Bye.